le ciel bleu vole en silence.
Okay, I'm back for part 2 of Modern Classics. We're talking about pieces that are modern, relevant, cool, feel like 2024, but at the same time, they're not trends. They're not about to go out of style in 2 seconds. So stay tuned. Today, we're going to talk about the tops and bottoms, the fall modern classic essentials that every woman needs in her wardrobe. Okay, now let's talk about tops. Now, I can go on and on about tops because there's so many for us to choose from. These are the modern classics, and you want one in each of these categories, ideally. The first is a denim shirt. So, denim shirt is to your tops what jeans are to your bottom. They're that versatile. Anytime you have bottoms that you don't have anything to go with, a denim shirt should be the top that you throw with it because they make them look cool. They make everything look cooler, a little more casual, a little edgier, a little more interesting, and they're definitely a modern classic. So there's a version of this for everyone from the classic chambray button down like this one from Quince. This is a classic go-to. You can pair it with denim and do the denim on denim look. Again, you can pair it with any bottoms in your wardrobe. If you want a little bit more of a relaxed style, this one from Frank and Eileen is fabulous and is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more casual, a little, just an easy version to wear. You want something a little bit more interesting and eclectic. Of course, Anthropology is going to have some. This one has it looks like the pocket is ripped off or whatever. It's just kind of a cool little bit of a distressed style in that denim top look. And then, of course, there are denim tops with puffed sleeves and denim tops with interesting details on them. So there's really a version of a denim shirt for every woman. So again, you're going to filter this through all of the lenses: personal style, lifestyle, color, budget, all of the things, right? Okay, next we're going to look at a striped shirt. Now, it is absolutely mandatory and the law that you should have a striped shirt. Like, I don't understand if you don't have a striped shirt already, why you're not rushing to the store to get one. And if you already have a striped shirt, you should probably be buying your 5th one by now. Now, I know many of you are going to come back and say the horizontal striped shirts are not for you. So I'm going to give you an option if you really are just anti-horizontal striped shirts. But first, I've got to start with the classic. And the modern classic that all of the other shirts are modeled after in this category is the St. James shirt. It's a classic French mariniere style striped shirt, and it is just the go-to. But it's not the only one. I really like this one that's from La Ligne. La Ligne means the line, the stripe in French, and so they have a really cool modern version of this striped shirt. And then this is a more relaxed version from Anthropology. Actually, this one is from Cezanne, the striped shirt with a little placket like that. That's a cooler version, and having that horizontal detail or the vertical detail like that in the shirt is going to break up the horizontal lines and the stripes if that's what's holding you back. Now, keep in mind that the thinner the horizontal stripe, the easier the striped shirt is going to be to wear, but I really feel like we should just get one. And if it's really bothering you that the stripes are horizontal, add a layering piece on top and you're creating that vertical line. Now, an alternative to the striped mariniere shirt, but not at all the same type of style, is a striped button-down shirt. Now, the blue and white striped, that's just been a thing for a long time, and it was almost on this list, but I kind of felt like maybe not everybody needs a blue and white striped shirt. But if you're not going to do the striped mariniere shirt, then this is a great alternative. It's a vertical stripe, it's a more subtle stripe, and I feel like this is something that truly can be, it's definitely a modern classic and truly can be a really versatile piece in your wardrobe. Okay, let's look at the next style of shirt, and that is a party top. So we all used to have going out tops, right? At least I did back in my 20s, like a top that you would pair with whatever, your black skirt or your black pants, and it would just be your going out top. So those have grown up, and I feel like we need to go on to a more sophisticated style of going out tops. So I have some beautiful versions here for you. I think like a satiny top in a solid color is the way to go. I think it's more timeless and often more elegant than doing like a sequiny top. But again, you're going to filter all of this through the lens of your personal style. Really, really like this one from Zara in pink. It's stunning, and it's simple, and it's affordable. I think it's a great going out top. This asymmetric white top that has that interesting modern asymmetric hem. Notice the modern asymmetric hem coming back in looks very different than the ones I've talked about on tunics, but that's a very cool going out top. And then this one with kind of a really interesting simple shape. This is from Anthropology, but it's a cool shape. That's a simple version of a going out top, but you want, like, I think a satiny going out top, maybe an asymmetric hemline, maybe or asymmetric neckline, maybe a one shoulder style, something like that is a great and versatile piece to have in your wardrobe. You can pair it with all of your bottoms and it makes them a little bit dressier and more evening worthy. Okay, the next top I want to talk about is a layering piece. Now, I don't want to say a t-shirt or a tank because this is going to depend on you, but this is a top that you can wear underneath all the jackets, underneath all the things. So you want this one to be relatively simple, but again, it can still have a little bit of personality to it, especially if you plan to wear it on its own. So it can be feminine, it can be edgy, it can be modern, it can be cool, it can be classic. But these are all going to be modern classics. So we're looking at like a simple, straightforward tee if you want it to be the most versatile, or again, you can just keep, you know, turning up the personality factor on it. So this Everlane one is a very classic one. It's got that structured kind of slightly boxy shape that we've been seeing for the last few years. That's not really going anywhere. But it's also being joined by like the Skims tees and that type of tee, which is a really fitted, stretchy, comfortable, seamless layering piece. So I feel like a tank or a tee that you can pair, you can put underneath jackets or wear on its own is essential. I also really like this one from Anthropology. If you want something that will layer, it doesn't have like the puffy sleeves, but it's also cool looking and cool enough to wear on its own. I think this is a cool one from Anthropology. So I think a layering piece like that is really important. The final category is a solid color blouse or shirt. Keeping this intentionally broad because you want to insert your favorite solid color top here. I'm wearing my Armeria lace blouse from Lily Silk, and you can see it's got beautiful detail on it, and so it's a really feminine solid color blouse. So you really want this piece to be something that speaks to you, because this is a piece that you can wear on its own, and because you're wearing it on its own, you want it to stand up and to have the weight of wearing it on its own. So that's going to need to come down to your personal style. It can be very simple and classic, it can be fun, it can be interesting, it can be edgy, it can be whatever you want it to be, but you want it to be a standalone piece. So I'm going to show you a couple. I really like this one from Mari X Anthropology. This is a cool, like cotton poplin version of a solid color top. Now this will stand on its own because it's a cool shape, it's cool, you know, it's got cool details. So you want a piece that is just going to make you really, you know, like you're going to love the way it looks. This simple silk blouse from Veronica Beard, this is the standard in this category. Like this is the most classic of the modern classics, is this type of shirt. So if you like that look, and you can see how they made it beautiful, like it's anything but boring in that outfit. You can keep it simple with a classic button-down style like that. Also love this one. This is from it's called the New Morning After silk shirt, striped shirt. Now this is a striped shirt, but it's a very, very subtle stripe, and in my opinion, this really does kind of check the solid shirt box. But you want a cool, solid shirt or blouse that's going to be just a really versatile piece in your wardrobe. Now we're going to talk about knitwear, and in my opinion, there are 3 knitwear pieces that we should all have. Now this does not count the classic cardigan, which I put in the layering piece category. The first one I would say is a turtleneck. Now if you have a really short neck, like if you feel like turtlenecks are not really flattering, or you have a very full bust, you may want to skip this and just do a crew neck version of this style instead. But I think a turtleneck that's fitted and is a great layering piece for fall is so elegant and so like a love story and so Audrey Hepburn and very classic, but also modern, and I don't know, I just love it. My favorite one is this Veronica Beard one. This is a perennial best-selling turtleneck from Veronica Beard. I love it. It's very, very chic. It's got a little bit of a shoulder detail, so it makes it a little more interesting. Again, even with these basic, simple pieces, you can bring your personal style into them. Now, if you want like a really sleek one, of course, Spanx makes a very sleek, simple, fitted, stretchy one that is a really great layering piece, and of course, it has built-in shapewear, and so it's very smoothing. Skims has their own version. I have a knit turtleneck from H&M that's very fitted and sleek and stylish. And you can do this as a bodysuit if you really want it to be a seamless layer. You can do it as a top, but really just like a stretchy knit turtleneck like that, I think is a great layering piece and a knitwear piece for fall, winter. And I guess it's technically not a knitwear piece because it's more often these are more jersey, but you can also find like actual sweater versions of these. I have a couple of very finely ribbed sweater versions from Estier that I love and wear all the time. I have one in black and one in cobalt blue, and they're beautiful. They're lightweight and super, super soft. So you can find these in either a jersey or a sweater knit. Okay. Next, you want a simple sweater. You want a simple, solid colored sweater. And again, simple is going to be what simple is for you. It can be simple and feminine. It can be simple and classic. It can be simple and edgy. So I have a couple of different versions here for you. So this is a classic one. This one I believe is from Revolve, and it's just a simple gray sweater, very much a staple piece for a lot of people. Now if you want something a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more boho, a little bit more easygoing looking, this slouchy one, I think this is from American Eagle, that's a cool, just like a little bit of an oversized, a little bit more of a casual look. I love this Doan sweater. It's a little bit, it's a classic crew neck sweater, but it's a little bit more fitted. It's got a beautiful like woven detail, like the stitching on it is just really, really pretty, and I just think it's a very pretty and kind of a different looking sweater. And then finally this one, I believe this is Anthropology. It's got like a full sleeve. It's a fun but still versatile casual sweater. So these are the details you want to look for. Again, you're always going to go back to personal style, color, lifestyle, budget, all the things, and find a version of this type of item that looks good, or that works for you. Okay, finally, a striped sweater. I'm going to go there. Yes, I do have 2 striped pieces out of 22, but it just had to be said. We need a striped sweater. Now, if you don't want a striped sweater, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you find another interesting sweater, or you add another sweater category to this list, because I think 3 is the minimum of knitwear pieces that we probably want to have in fall, winter. I like my Lily Silk striped sweaters. They are my go-to. They are stunning. I love, love, love them, and I wear them all the time. I'm navy and white. I have several versions. I also have a Rehoas striped sweater, and actually with a matching striped sweater skirt that I adore. And then I also have I have several of them, and I think like the Laline Marin sweater is probably the gold standard striped sweater right now, the modern classic that all the fashion editors point to. That's a fabulous option. But again, if you want something a little bit more casual, there's a lot of casual versions. This one from Anthropology. It's got like a more vertical neckline, so it kind of balances out the stripe. It's got a collar. So there's a version of a striped sweater for everybody, and I'll see if I can even find some vertical stripes or some other patterned sweaters, because I feel like you need that interesting sweater, that interesting knitwear piece in your wardrobe. Next, we're going to do bottoms. We have 5 bottoms that we are all going to need in our modern classic fall wardrobe. The first is leather pants or leather skirt. This can be real leather, it can be faux leather. I think the most classic is going to be a straight leg pair of leather pants. I think that's going to be a fabulous option for many of us. You can also do a leather straight or slightly A-line skirt. Beware of the really boxy, long leather A-line skirts. These are the ones I've warned you about that I think are really hard to pull off. But there's really like a leather bottom for everybody. I have faux leather shorts. I have leather joggers. I have leather straight leg pants. I have leather wide leg pants. You can do color. You can do black. You can do whatever you want. But like having that, I feel like if you have a boring top and you add leather pants, you've got an interesting outfit. They're just an easy way to make the most basic tops look cool. So Spanx has that iconic leather pant that everybody talks about. Anthropology has several, and then of course you can go for a real leather version. So I'm going to have a lot of leather pants options. Again, you want to find one that works for you and your lifestyle. And if it's not leather, maybe it's suede, maybe it's even a glazed denim. That can be a great leather alternative if you're just like, she's not going to make me wear leather. And then, of course, leather skirts. Commando has a great leather skirt that's been out for a while. So, like, I feel like there's a version of this for everybody. Now I want to move on to straight leg jeans. So someone pointed out when I did the modern classic dated, that video a couple of weeks ago, that really the most modern classic jean is a straight leg jean, and they are right. A straight leg jean or a trouser jean, which is the one I showed in the story, I think those are equally classic and modern, but really it's a simple straight leg jean in a medium wash is going to be medium to light wash, I would say, is going to be the most classic jean silhouette, and works across a variety of body types, and it's just not going to date. It's also going to be a jean that you can dress up or down pretty easily. So I really think a straight leg pair of jeans. Really, the Levi's 501s are the definitive like straight leg jean that everybody talks about. I think it's just a great one to consider. They also have the wedgie fit and the rib cage, but the 501 is just really the classic straight leg jean. Now every brand has a version of this. Mother has a great version. L'Agence has a great version, but you want that classic straight leg jean in your wardrobe. The next thing I want to talk about is a tailored pair of pants. These are your dress pants. Now, what is the most classic version of a pant? Like if you're going to spend a lot of money on a pair of pants, like you're going to get a pair from, you know, Armani or from Theory or from whatever your higher end brand is, I would say go for a cigarette pant. A cigarette pant is slim but not skinny. It doesn't have pleats. It's a classic silhouette that looks like something Audrey Hepburn would have worn, but also would look like something you could wear today, and you would never, ever, ever be out of place in a cigarette pant style. So I think that's a great, for those of you who are like the trouser pants that are wide leg with the pleats are really hard, and trust me, they are not the easiest pant to get right. But if that's a daunting silhouette for you, maybe a classic cigarette pant is going to be a good fit for you. The modern classic, you know, pant that is the most modern right now, though, is still trending, is that trouser style pant. So it's a modern classic because it's been around for a few years, and it'll be around for a little while longer. So if you haven't explored the trouser pant, I really love them. Again, the details count in these, and you want them to be as flattering as possible for you and to fit you as well as possible. That's really what's going to make the difference between a great one and a not so great one. But you want a dress pant in your wardrobe that's a classic silhouette. So it can't be super stretchy and skinny. It can't be, you know, you don't want it to be a cargo because this is going to be like a dressier style for you. So whatever that dress style is for you, it can also be a straight leg pant. You can always default to a straight leg pant in any of these styles, and just pick the color that you're going to wear the most, usually a dark neutral in these pants, and you can't go wrong. Next, a casual skirt. Now the casual skirt du jour is a denim skirt, and they're doing the denim skirts that look like tents. Those are really hard to wear. I would say go for a little bit more of a modified A-line skirt or a straight skirt in denim. It's a go-to this season. Denim on denim on denim. There are denim dresses, there are denim skirts everywhere. So I would say consider a denim skirt as your casual skirt option, but you could also do a poplin skirt. You could do any kind of a casual skirt silhouette, but you want to pick a casual skirt that suits your personal style. I think that's going to be a go-to. You can wear it with sweaters, you can wear it with you can style it all different ways, and you want like really that versatile one that's going to go with all of the tops that we've been talking about. Finally, you want a dressier skirt. Now, I feel like this is such a broad category, but you can do, you know, like a heavier silk skirt and make it like really dressier. You can do a silky slip skirt like we've all been wearing for seasons past. Those are now, a lot of them are longer, so we're seeing a lot of maxi skirts. You can do a lace skirt, you can do an embellished skirt, but having a little bit of a dressier skirt in your wardrobe, you can pair it with your party top. You can pair it with one of your blouses. You can dress it down a little bit with your crew neck sweater. It's just a versatile piece that I think will be in your wardrobe for a really long time. I do think every woman should also have a sequin skirt, but that would be putting it in a totally different category because that is definitely a dressier option. But like a dressy skirt that you can kind of dress up or down but is a little bit more inherently dressier is going to be a great option for your wardrobe. So that's it. I know I covered a lot. 21, 22 pieces, modern classic pieces that really stand the test of time and are going to be in your wardrobe for 5 to 10 years. That's what we should be aiming for when we're really building the foundation of our wardrobes. I'm going to have a modern classic checklist and modern classic workbook that we're going to be going through in Closet Confidence as we build our modern classic wardrobes, and we're going to again filter all of those through a lens that really suits you and speaks to your personal style. So if you want to join us on that journey, don't forget to sign up to Closet Confidence and comment below closet if you want the link for that. It's going to be in the pinned comments and the description box as well. That was it. I know I covered a lot. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video if you like it and you want to see more on modern classics. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep hanging out. Love you guys.